unknown monster caught on film to Yetis running wild in Russia. Here are 12 strange cryptid photos. Welcome to Crypto Fun Fridays. Number 12. Now, every country seems to have its own version of the Loch Ness monster, and Australia is no exception. Two possible sightings of Nessie occurred in the outback in 2015. One picture shows a curious-looking creature emerging from the water in a pose that is reminiscent of Nessie. The creature, apparently accompanied by its fellows, is also seen at a farther angle, and another picture shows a beast displaying several humps while traveling through the water by a highway in South Australia. Do you think the pictures really do portray Nessie, or is there another explanation? Number 11. Could a figure seen casually walking up the face of a snowy mountain be the legendary Sasquatch? A Canadian hiker named Miles Lamont shot footage of the creature in the Tantalus Mountains in British Columbia. The video displays a figure that is no bigger than a black dot, so squinting and perhaps using your imagination is advised. But the minuscule figure is seen striding through the middle of the snow right up a mountain slope. Mr. Lamont actually shot the footage in 2011, but it wasn't uploaded to YouTube until 3 years later. He says the sighting occurred at an approximate altitude of 7,000 feet and does not believe it was a wild animal like a bear. The creature was bipedal and carried no climbing gear or snowshoes that he could detect, the lack of which would make scaling such a sheer surface nearly impossible for a human. So, was it really Sasquatch? Number 10. A man in Texas claims to not only have located the infamous Chupacabra, but the beast was killed by his dogs. Philip Oliveira, and I hope I got that name right, of Rockdale, says his dogs killed the creature near a creek after barking like they had never barked before. Mr. Oliveira, who holds a degree in biology, was so convinced the animal is a chupacabra that he packed up the carcass and stored it in his freezer at home. He ruled out theories that the creature is a coyote because its skin has scales. He says that DNA analysis will confirm the animal is in fact the legendary goat sucker. Number 9. The Loch Ness monster is normally at home in Scotland, but every now and then Nessie apparently gets the urge to travel. Video showing what appears to be a dark figure was observed floating in the River Thames. The purported Nessie can be swimming into the center of the channel as it leaves small waves in its wake. At one point, what appears to be a head bobs about in the water before disappearing from view. When the video was shot in 2016, it was the second such video released within a week that was said to show Nessie in the Thames. Number 8. It's claimed to be the best footage yet captured of the Yowie, which is often referred to as the Bigfoot of Australia. The video appeared on the Yowie Hunters YouTube page, and be advised that pictures captured from the video are a bit murky. But you can make out what appears to be a dark shape that was seen shambling through the forest of New South Wales. The unidentified beast was said to be spotted at a distance of around 100 meters. It can be seen making its way through the trees as it walks in a hunched-over fashion. It's unclear how large this animal might be. Yowies are a part of Aboriginal folklore and are said to stand around 7 feet tall. Experts tell us that in the past 5 years, there have been 10 sightings of the cryptid in Queensland alone. Number 7. Did you know that in the 1930s, pictures were published of a creature said to represent the missing link between humans and apes? The purported Apeman was found in the Brazilian Amazon. The black and white pictures are some 80 years old and depict a creature with a simian posture and misshapen features, including huge lips and an ape-like snout. Some people were convinced that this was an anthropological marvel. Others argued that the pictures showed an individual suffering from disfiguring birth defects. Now, we couldn't find much information regarding the creature and who discovered it. Number 6. In 1920, an expedition led by Swiss oil prospector Francis de Lois was camped by the Tara River in Colombia. They were approached by two huge creatures resembling spider monkeys, one male, one female, that stood over 1.5 meters tall. The creatures howled and made threatening gestures. The female was shot and killed, whereupon the male fled. Examining the female specimen, it had no tail and possessed 32 teeth instead of 36, which is common for monkeys of North and South America. Deloitte took a picture of the animal set upon a crate with its head propped up by a stick. When the picture was published in 1929, a lot of controversy over its authenticity followed, but many still believe the photo depicts an unknown species or perhaps a missing link. Number 5. What appeared to be the corpse of an extraterrestrial was found in Russia, and so far, scientists have no idea what it is. The tiny body has a distended skull, talon-like feet, and an elongated body, making many people think it looks like something from a sci-fi or horror movie. Two locals claim to have found the corpse by a river near the town of Sosnovy Bor, which is located in close proximity to a nuclear power plant. Researchers studying the creature say it is neither fish nor fowl and does not display a neck or wings. A biologist claims that extensive analysis will have to be conducted before the creature can be identified. Number 4. Wildlife experts were baffled by a mysterious beast seen roaming about the Los Angeles area. The large cat-like creature was caught on video by a security camera as it ambled through the city of Norwalk at night. The grainy images seem to show an animal that is thought to resemble an African lion. There have been no further sightings of the critter since it was recorded on video in 2014, and city officials do not consider it to be a hoax. Experts have ruled out the possibility of the creature being a mountain lion, but other theories suggest the animal might be some sort of hybrid dog or some animal species that has never before been encountered. Number 3. Although it was declared extinct more than 80 years ago, sightings of the Tasmanian tiger are still reported. Some newly released footage shows what some people believe to be the actual animal. The video was captured in 2008 by the Thylacine Awareness Group of Australia. Neil Waters, the group's founder, says the animal in the video is definitely a thylacine, although it could represent a subspecies of the critter. The animal displays characteristics of the Tasmanian tiger, including a thick neck and stocky build, and a long, stiff tail that stays motionless, unlike a dog's tail. Did you know thylacines were the largest known carnivorous marsupials in modern times? The last one was thought to have died at Tasmania's Hobart Zoo in 1936. Number 2. A mysterious figure was captured in a photograph, and pictures of it were posted on Reddit in an effort to identify it. While the uploader did not take the pictures himself, they were taken in quick succession at night at an unidentified location. The first picture displays an empty lawn with a full moon visible. The second picture shows what appears to be a small goblin-like creature standing on the lawn. The uploader claims the photos were taken no more than 2 seconds apart, and the object was not visible to the photographer, despite seeming to have been about 10 feet in front of them. Yet, whatever it was, apparently produced a shadow, which would rule out a smudge on the camera lens. The uploader claims that no editing or digital tricks were employed by the family that took the pictures. No one seems to have come up with a definitive answer yet. Number 1. A Russian research team captured footage of a strange creature lumbering through the woods in the southwestern part of the country. A large, dark figure can be seen emerging from snow-covered trees. Then it disappears after a few moments. While there's some dispute of what the animal might be, the team says the creature is a Yeti. Residents of a nearby mountainside resort claim to have seen the creature as well, and described it as big and shaggy, but not a bear. Before shooting the footage, team members say they heard a crunching sound in the snow, and later they found huge footprints in the vicinity, of which they took plaster casts. The prints were pressed up to 6 centimeters, or more than 2 inches deep in the snow, indicating that the creature could weigh approximately 200 kilos, or 440 pounds. Reports suggest the prints could not have been made by a human. The footage, along with casts of the footprints, have been turned over to local scientists for further analysis.